According to the Baymard Institute, 70% of online shoppers abandon their carts. Imagine spending thousands of dollars to drive traffic to your Woocommerce store, only to see customers abandoning their carts. And in the worst case scenario, never coming back to the store. That is a painful waste of money. When a customer visits your store, adds some product to the cart, and opens the checkout page, anything can happen during the checkout process that may prevent them from completing the purchase, leading them to leave the page. At that point, if you don't have the right infrastructure set up for your WooCommerce store, you may lose the customer forever. You have a number of options to prevent this scenario. One of them is by using a WooCommerce cart abandonment plugin. So, open your WordPress dashboard, go to the plugins page, click on Add New Plugin button. Scroll down to the plugins section and search for cart abandonment. You will notice that there are quite a number of plugins to choose from in this list. My favorite plugin for this job is WooCommerce Cart Abandonment Recovery, developed by CartFlows. So, click Install. After installation, click the Activate button to activate it. After the activation, the next step is to configure the plugin to your own taste. But before then, let me tell you how the plugin works. When a customer opens the checkout page to start the checkout process and then decide to leave without completing the process, this plugin will capture the customer's data, like the email, name, and the items in the cart. By doing this, it will enable you to send them follow-up emails. This plugin will allow you to send many automated follow-up emails, and you will be able to set the time and the content of each email. So to set this, let's go to the plugin settings page. Hover your mouse on the WooCommerce menu, then click on Cart Abandonment. There are 3 tabs here: Reports, Follow-up Emails, and Settings. The report page will show you the cart abandoned analysis, as you can see on this screen. If you scroll down the page, you will see the list of the customers that abandoned their carts. Let's move to the follow-up emails page. On this page, you will be able to create automated follow-up emails to be sent to the customers just to persuade them to come back to buy the product. To create a new email, click on the Create New Template button. Let's say I want to use this template to send a reminder email. In this template name field, I will input a descriptive name. Let's say first follow-up email. Then the email subject can be something like, "Hey, don't forget to complete your order." In the email body, here is where you input the content of your email message. It is worth noting that a very useful part of this editor is the We card field here. If you click on it, you will see the list of dynamic inputs that you can use in the email. Say for example, if you want to use the name of the buyer in your email, you can just select it from here. Let's say I have the message like this. This is the message I want to send. After the hello here, I want to put the name of the buyer. So I will use the We card field here. So that will be a placeholder for the name of the buyer. Then under the item list here, I want to display the table that contains all the items that the user have on their cart. I will click on the We cart field again and select the abandoned products detail table. So this will be the placeholder for the table that will show the list of items that the user abandoned in their cart. And then for the checkout link, I will use the cart checkout URL. Then put the URL in the hyperlink. Move on to the next field. I am going to leave this as it is. Then coupon, I am not going to create a coupon. Here is where you will specify when you want this automated email to be sent. In this example, I want to send this email 1 day after the buyer abandoned the cart. So I will input 1 and then select this. Lastly, if you want to test the email to see how it will appear to the customer, input your email here and click this button. I don't want to do that, so I will just click the Save Changes button. So that's how you set up the automated email. If you want more than one follow-up email, you should create more templates by repeating the same process. Let's move on to the settings page. I will click the settings tab. So here is the settings page. This settings page is divided into different sections. So under the cart abandonment settings, you see enable tracking. This is to enable the tracking to start tracking abandoned carts. Then move to the cart abandoned cutoff time. So this is the amount of time a customer will spend on the checkout page before the cart is considered abandoned. Moving on to the disable tracking for, which is the type of users that you want to disable the tracking for. Obviously, for administrator of the website, you don't want to be tracking the admin. So you are going to have to check the type of users that you don't want to be tracking. Moving on to the exclude email sending for. This section provides us the ability to exclude some certain order from the automated email. So let's assume that a user come into the checkout page, then abandon the cart, and after a few hours, the user came back to the checkout and ordered the product. To prevent the system from sending automated email to such user, we will have to exclude those type of order from the automated email. And by default, the plugin has already excluded the processing and completed order. So for that reason, we are just going to leave it as it is and then move on to the next settings. So the next setting is the notify recovery to admin. When new abandoned cart is recovered, if you want to send the notification to the store admin, you can check this option. Moving to the next field, the UTM parameters. If you want to include UTM parameters into the links that will be sent with the automated email, you put all the parameters here, one per line. Moving on to the coupon settings. If you set up coupon code in the automated email, those coupon codes will be created automatically and you might need to delete them when they expire. So this option, delete coupon automatically, gives you the ability to delete those coupons on a weekly basis. So move on to email settings. Here you input the from name. It can be the name of the store. Also, you input the from email address here. It can be the email address of the store. Then on the reply to address, you input the reply to address, the email you want the users to reply to. So moving on to the next settings, recovery report email. If you want to be receiving reports about abandoned carts in your email address, you put the email address here. You can add multiple email in this box. Moving on to the next settings, which is webhook setting. If you want to be sending the abandoned cart data to another platform through the webhook, you can make use of this section to input the webhook URL you want to use. Moving to the next section, which is create coupon code. So if you want to be creating coupon code on each automated email, you check this. Then you set the settings about the coupon code. I don't need it, so I will uncheck it again. The next setting is the GDPR setting. If you want to take permission from the user before you capture their data, you check this option. The last settings is the plugin settings. If you want all the data that has been gathered by this plugin to be deleted when the plugin is deleted, you enable this checkbox. So that's all you have to put into the settings here, then click on save changes. So that's what I get in this video. I hope you find this video helpful. If you find it helpful, please click the like button. If you want more video like this, consider subscribing to my channel so when I post new video, you will receive notification. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.